Heyo.
Yo, what up? Here, I got the fade. I got the fade in on the music.
With the fade. Perfect.
Perfection. What's up, everybody? A little bit later than normal, but a little bit greater than normal, I feel like, at the same time.
That's true. It's been a hell of a month, and now here we are having a hell of a Halloween. Um, we did it. We made it.
A lot of our friends just died. It was crazy. We just wanted to have a good day.
We just wanted to have a good time.
a good Halloween.
Much love to everybody who's been supporting the short, sharing it around, watching it, giving us feedback. We appreciate it very much. Those bonus features are out now. Go and check them out. The blooper reel,
It's true.
Shep's Reese's Pieces story, a little commentary.
A
It's all there, just waiting
little
for
bit
you
of
to.
everything. Yeah, it's like a DVD bonus features all there.
That's right. That's right. And you didn't have to pay a dime.
Right? Yeah.
How you like that?
No streaming services, no physical
Nothing.
copies, nothing. You don't get none
We
of
brought
that.
it pretty much into the palm of your hands,
Yeah.
depending on where you watch.
Just got to watch some YouTube ads.
The comfort of your couch.
Yeah.
On the road.
I've watched it on my phone. I've watched it on my TV right back there, and I've watched it on my iPad. Every way I could watch it, I've watched it.
It is fun to always watch things in different formats. See how it feels, you know?
Yeah.
I feel you.
You got to, man. Sometimes you got to.
I feel you. I know we both had a day of just spooky movie watching ourselves.
Yeah, we have.
Which it's been a very, very Halloween esque vibe. It's very appropriate with the fog and all that.
Foggy, misty. It's nice and cool. It's like a high of like maybe 60 degrees today. So yeah, very on point for Halloween. That's what I was saying. Good enough to be out in like a hoodie. There's people out wearing short sleeve costumes and stuff, and they all seem to be like, no, it's not. It's not too cold. It's good, and once you get outside for a little bit, warm up. So hopefully everybody's Halloween tonight's been safe. Hopefully you haven't got possessed or anything like that.
Right. It happens.
Yeah, trick or treating should probably have just wrapped up pretty much everywhere around where we're at least. So hopefully nothing bad happened. Check your candy. Don't forget to check your candy before you eat some, definitely. If you have any THC gummies or anything like that, you can always forward those to the Chase Shep PO box. We'll check those in for you.
Right. I was gonna say, like, give them to your parents, kids. Yeah. If you find them, don't eat them. Just give them to your parents.
So my sister was saying tonight that we need to set up a little table for the adults next year.
That would actually be a good idea.
Yeah, and you can go. Your kids can go over here, but the adults, they can come over here, and you can get a little treat yourself, guys. It would be good. I think it'd be a good way to get like people back out, people back involved in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, and maybe the people that like somebody like me. When it comes to trick or treating, my son, he's 15. So he ain't involved in that, and he doesn't even live here right now anyway. So he lives over in Ohio. So a way to get people that don't have the kids or otherwise would be inside, out and around and out and involved, and
yeah.
Something for everybody.
I don't think it's a bad idea at all.
I know.
Like I was saying on the show, like last week or whatever, like that one house had those fucking jugs, those juice jugs. It's like I was coming back every time, man. So
juice jugs, you gotta have it.
I think it's there.
Juice jugs. I was hearing whispers of the full size candy bars down the street tonight. I was like, see, the legends still live on.
Hell yeah. Love to hear it. Yeah, I've been noshing on candy all day today. Like I said, probably going to make myself sick. But
today's the day to do it.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, today is the day to do it. No matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, it's good to catch some spooky vibes and munch out on candy while you do so.
Yeah, I'm ready to close it out and move on to a month of just being thankful. And with that being said, I know I'm sure Randy isn't watching right at this moment, but Randy did say something about my meeting Kevin Smith this past week. Him wanting to know about it, but I am not going to talk about it on this week's show. We'll wait for November when we start being thankful. Then I'll tell you all about my experience meeting Kevin Smith. Um, but until then, Halloween.
Halloween.
Hall-
I'm looking for an M word um that would be like a synonym of thankful, you know what I'm saying?
right.
So
Got to
we
be
have
something.
some sort of, you know,
Hmm.
M word for thankful. I'm not seeing any.
Nothing.
Nothing with an M. You know, there's a lot. There's knowledge. There's gratitude, gratefulness, um, enjoyment, comprehension, sensitivity, sensibility, sensitiveness. Sensitivity is on there too. Respect, perception Mondays, appraisal Monday.
Yeah, we'll have to workshop this before next Monday, it seems. But
Yeah. Is there no M words that stand for anything like mirthful?
mirthful Mondays. If people don't start watching the shows with mirthful Mondays, I don't. There's no time.
Mirthful is an adjective, as in, and it kind of is the same meaning as merry. It's indicative of or marked by high spirits or good humor. So mirthful Mondays would actually kind of
I
work.
was actually gonna suggest we just do Merry Monday starting in November, and just be like how they were at Schnucks today, just out with the Halloween, in with the Christmas. Like didn't even bat an
Yeah,
eye.
yeah, we've been
I
they
walked in
want it.
there earlier today to get Halloween candy, and that whole aisle was already Christmas-fied. I was like,
Yeah,
"What the
yeah.
fuck?"
As bad as it is, if you work in retail, a lot of people would probably know this. They want all of the Christmas stuff out by November 1st. So yeah, it makes sense that today they'd have had it all out. So by
Oh, they
tomorrow, it's
did.
already out. It's a shame, but that's why today was a good day to go around and get them Halloween candy deals.
Mhm.
Um, or and tomorrow's a really good day too. I'm sure all that tomorrow will be at least 50% off. It's always the greatest holiday of the year. Is tomorrow, really.
Hell yeah.
Day of the Dead, great day to watch
Mhm.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right. I myself like to watch Coco every
Yeah,
November
I was gonna
1st.
say Coco's another good one to watch November 1st.
So,
Yeah, a lot of those day after Halloween movies
mhm.
always slap, always slap.
Start getting into the Thanksgiving spirit. I'm looking forward to it this year for sure. I think it's funny. I was looking at the short films on our page, and the very first short film that I did was a distinct lack of holiday cheer. I just am so amused that at the start of the timeline of short films is this short film about a guy who can't fucking stand the holidays. And now everything after that has just been holidays.
Holidays.
It's the whole career that Chase Shep is going to have is just based around the holidays. But you know what? There's something about it that's kind of fun. I feel like the way I was feeling when I wrote that first short and everything, and I made that, I was feeling very negative. I wrote that when I was like a teenager, I guess, or like late teens, just getting out of high school and stuff. And holidays shifted for me a little bit. They became a little more negative in that time because I was growing
Right.
up, starting to see behind the curtain a little bit on certain things. And
Hmm.
uh, so I did that. But I feel like ever since we started doing our stuff, like my holiday spirits have only gotten higher and higher every year, because we're just so much more involved in them. And it does make me look forward to shit, you know?
Yeah, and you can see there's a whole nother side to the holidays than what you were getting the veal pulled
Hmm.
back on. And now, like you can make holidays your own thing and your
Right.
own sort of fun. You don't have to do them traditionally at all. You can do some wackiness,
Hmm.
whatever you want.
Yeah, it's a good feeling having that holiday spirit again. With that being said, what better way to get into the spirit of Halloween than watching an old school horror movie? I feel like you even see that in horror movies, people watching old school horror movies.
You do. It's funny because like you don't really see it too much now, but yeah, when we were kids, like all the horror movies coming out, yeah, there was always watching like a 50s like The Blob or some shit like
Right.
that. In like on Halloween night. It would be fun to make something now that the guys, people were watching like I did today, like Freddy's Dead,
Hmm.
something from like 1991 or something, because
Yeah.
like it honestly at this time equates the exact same amount of time back than those movies did when we
Hmm.
were younger.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had
For
me
me,
sold on this one when you were like, people argue of this being like one of the worst movies ever.
yeah.
I
I
was
mean,
like, let's do it.
exactly. We made Easter Sunday, so like, who are we to judge? You
Yeah.
know. So let's
Yeah,
do it.
I'm going into this with the frame of mind of like, could we pull something like this off?
Right. Right. It's always a fun way to look at it with these types of movies.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Let's get into this. 1959.
Who's Little Critters?
Greetings, my friend. We are all interested in the future, for that is where you and I are going to spend the rest of our lives. And remember, my friend, future events such as these will affect you in the future. You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here. And now, for the first time, we are bringing to you the full story of what happened on that fateful day. We are giving you all the evidence based only on the secret testimony of the miserable souls who survived this terrifying ordeal. The incidents, the places. My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer.
Then get to it.
Let us punish the guilty. Let us reward the innocent. My friend, can your heart stand the shocking facts about grave
Oh, we're
robbers
gonna get
from
hit with
outer space?
ads so
I have
soon.
decided to name a new heir.
Have you got an HBO Max yet?
I'm your heir.
I've got HBO Max. I haven't watched House of Dragons though. Starring Tor Johnson,
My man.
Vampira, Tom Nee, Gregory Walcock in Plan 9.
Let's go. Dudley Manlow. That's the name. Gotta dig it.
Ben Frommer, Bill Ash, Bella Lugosi.
Bela
Lugosi.
Lugosi. That's the OG. Put some respect. Dick Cheney?
Tom
Dick Cheney
Bartholomew.
did the wardrobe?
Edward Wood.
I did a paper on him in high school. Ed Wood, the director of this movie. Never saw this movie though. That's the guy.
Written, produced, and directed by him. This is all on
Triple
him.
threat.
All of us on this earth know that there is a time to live and that there is a time to die. Yet death is always a shock to those left behind. It is even more of a shock when death, the proud brother, comes suddenly without warning. Just at sundown, a small group gathered in silent prayer around the newly opened grave of the beloved wife of an elderly man. Sundown of the day, yet also the sundown of the old man's heart. For the shadows of grief clouded his very reason. The funeral over, the saddened group left the graveside.
Didn't want to
Get
cough.
over there,
It was
buddy.
when the gravediggers started their task that strange things began to take place.
Oh, great.
Oh shit! They're gonna keep hitting us with
15
these
to 4.
ads, huh?
You have to
right
stay
on
on
schedule.
it.
There's the old San Fernando
I
Valley
guess
out
so.
there now.
You better radio in for landing instructions, Danny.
Right, Jeff. Burbank Tower, this is American Flight 812. Over.
Some
Wouldn't
weird
surprise me any if he's asleep this time of the morning.
pilot seats.
American Flight 812, this is Burbank
He's
Tower. If I were asleep, you'd never get on the ground.
What are they steering with? Dude's just like sitting there with his
You
fucking
got me
hands on
that
his head.
time, Mac. This is American Flight 812 requesting...
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812.
Yeah, we could do something like that.
Burbank
You're
Tower
like,
to
yeah.
American
Yeah.
Flight 812. Over.
Holy mackerel.
Burbank Tower to American Flight 812. Are you in trouble?
Trouble?
Take a look for yourself.
Holy mackerel.
World.
That's nothing from this world.
Burbank Tower to American
Jeepers.
Flight 812. Are you in trouble? Are you in trouble?
Mayday, mayday. Stand by, Burbank Tower.
You suppose a passenger saw it?
I doubt it. Most of them are asleep. But it was quite a jolt, Jeff. I'll
They all
check.
just start
Good.
screaming.
We'll get her ready for landing. Keep it quiet until we get instructions.
Right.
Okay, Danny.
American Flight 812, reporting to Burbank Tower. Over.
Did you hear anything? I thought I did. Don't like hearing noises, especially when there ain't supposed to be any. Yeah, sort of spooky like. Maybe we're getting old. Whatever it is gone now. That's the best thing for us, too. Gone. Yeah, let's go.
Graphics are next level.
Ain't they, bro? Ain't they? That's what I was just thinking. I was like, damn, those voices are crisp. Lined up perfect. Up here we go with another ad.
Our mission
Fuck
at Face
yeah.
of the Law is simply help people plan for the
See,
possibilities
they
of
this is the shit we get flagged for. Ads.
The grief of his wife's death became greater and greater agony. The home they had so long shared together became a tomb,
It's a tune.
a sweet memory of her joyous living. The sky to which she had once looked was now only a covering for her dead body.
Goodness.
This guy's been inside listening to some My Chemical Romance or something, it sounds like.
The ever beautiful flowers she had planted with her own hands became nothing more than the lost roses of her cheeks.
Will she miss the Santa Claus?
Confused by his great loss, the old man left that home, never to return again.
I love it. This is some Chase and Shep shit right here.
At the funeral of the old man, unknown to his mourners, his dead wife was watching.
First his wife, then he.
Tragic.
Tell me something.
Yeah,
Why was his wife buried in the ground and he sealed in a crypt?
Something to do with family tradition, a superstition of some sort.
Oh.
Well, it's getting dark. Let's be on our way.
Well, it's getting dark. Let's be on our way.
Then, as two of his mourners left his final resting place,
I feel like the screams in this are pretty good.
Drove all night just to get there.
minutes later, the police, led by Inspector Daniel Clay, arrived at
And
the
now
scene.
it's night again.
Who found them?
The man and girl
Medical examiner been around yet?
just left.
I've never seen
The
this
wagon
movie,
ought to
but
be
I've
along
used
most
it
any time.
for several
You
song
get their
samples.
statement?
Yeah, much as we could. They're pretty scared.
Finding a mess like this ought to make anyone frightened. Have one of the boys take the guy and the girl back to
Could
town.
win a free
We'll
console.
take charge.
You
Okay,
could,
Inspector.
not
What
through
are you
us,
going to do?
but through
Look around
somebody.
the world.
Pretty dark out there. Once you get beyond the range of those lights, you won't be able to see your hand in front of your face.
I will get one of the flashlights from the patrol car.
Be careful, Clay.
I'm a big boy now, Johnny.
Okay.
Not a big boy now, Johnny.
Said okay.
Back in the 50s, it's probably like asbestos fog. They didn't need fog back then. That was just the cigarette smoke from the production crew.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a bobcat tore into them.
Yeah. Say,
I'll be
Lieutenant,
right back.
to get that funny odor?
They always say
How could
that
I
in
miss it?
scary movies, bro.
Oh, that'll be the morgue wagon now.
That's the fifth siren in the last hour.
Something's happened down at the cemetery. A lot of police cars and
Something's
lights.
happened
I
about
stopped,
the
but I didn't see
cemetery.
anything. Oh, well, whatever it is, the morning paper will carry the whole story.
You seem to still be up there somewhere.
Maybe I am.
Sky.
I don't think I've ever seen you in this mood before.
Maybe I'm on the moon right now.
I guess it's because I've never been in this mood before.
They used to always talk so
Something
fancy
about
back in
your
the
flight?
50s.
Yeah.
What happened, Jeff?
Well, I saw a UFO. I can't explain it.
I saw a flying saucer.
Saucer? You mean the kind from up there?
Yeah, its counterpart.
Kind from up
It was
there,
shaped
lady.
like a huge cigar. Dan and Edith saw it too. When it passed over, the whole compartment lighted up with a blinding glare. Then there was a tremendous wind that practically knocked us off our course.
Huge
Did you
cigar. I
report
just
it?
wanted to smoke
Yeah.
it.
Radioed in immediately, and they said, we'll keep it quiet until you land. And as soon as we landed, big army brass grabbed us and made us swear to secrecy about the whole thing. Oh, it burns me up. These things have been seen for years. They hear. It's a fact. And the public ought to know about it.
There must be something more you can do about it.
Only there isn't. Oh, but what's the use of making a
Yes.
fuss?
Why are we making a fuss?
Last night I saw a flying object that couldn't have possibly been from this planet. But I
Nope.
can't say a word. I'm muzzled by army brass. I can't even admit I saw the thing.
Damn! There it is. What is it, boss? Oh, I'm glad you showed right back up right when the ads are about to
I will
hit.
be spending one night alone in a haunted house.
The suspense is killing me. This is Dracula? I know that's Vampire.
Sounds like Kay's in trouble.
If that apparition we saw had something to do with it, come on.
Apparition. That's what they call it. The apparition we saw maybe it had something to do with it. Now he's dead too.
Is he dead? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's messed up as bad as those two back there. Suppose that saucer or whatever it was had something to do with this?
Yeah.
Your guess is as good as mine, Larry. One thing sure. Inspector Clay's dead. Murdered. And somebody's responsible. You're in charge
Somebody
now,
is
Lieutenant.
responsible.
Yeah, guess I am. Calvin? Yes, sir? You back up the car and get on the radio. Tell the coroner he's got to make another trip out here.
Well, how about the lab boys?
Who do you think we left
And
back
he's
up the
back.
car? Boy Scouts? Come on.
Back.
Had to go take care of the lady. You know how it goes.
Greater
Turn
love
off
hath
all
no
ads
man
now. Yes,
than to lay
fucking
down
please,
his
dude.
life for another. It is always difficult to have last words over the grave of a friend.
So
And
what did I
Inspector
miss?
Daniel Clay was a friend, a dear friend to me.
Vampire came
and
back
to
with
all
the
of us.
the Dracula
The
looking
bell
guy,
has
killed
rung
the
upon his great
detective.
career.
Now
Now
walked
we
off
laid
with his
him
flashlight.
to rest. A rest
The
well
UFO
deserved,
came back.
but so premature.
Pilot was out back with his wife, and they got blown off their patio. I guess now there's two of them, or three of them.
Oh shit! A lot of shit went
People
down.
turning south from the freeway were startled when they saw three flying saucers high over Hollywood Boulevard.
Fucking
A woman, startled by the sight in the sky, telephones the police. There comes a time in each man's life when he can't even believe his own eyes.
He's like, I've had too fucking much.
Saucer seen over Hollywood. Flying
Said I've drank too
saucers
much.
seen over Washington, D.C. The Army convoy moved into the field. Rockets were quickly set up. Colonel Tom Edwards, in charge of saucer field activities, was to make the greatest decision of his career. He made that decision. Colonel Edwards gave the signal to fire.
Colonel Edwards, who looks like he's standing in front of a wall.
Oh, again with the ads.
House of the
Listen,
Dragon.
guys, we're not those kinds of people. We just don't watch Game of Thrones anymore. Looking at the wrong tree, HBO Max.
Saw that shot already, but we'll see it again. We need to get some stock footage of Army people so we can do that. Just stand somewhere and be like, and just show.
Yeah, damn.
Didn't even phase them.
Then as swiftly as they had come, they were gone, even to the piercing eye of radar and the speeding jet fighters.
Where were those guys at? They didn't even do nothing.
You can use that same.
Quite a
footage.
sight, wasn't it, sir?
A sight I'd rather not be seeing.
Are you worried about them,
Looked
sir?
like 50 times.
Well, they must have a reason for their visits.
Visits? Well, that would indicate visitors. The big gun's the usual way of welcoming visitors.
We haven't always fired at them.
Oh?
For a time, we tried to contact them by radio, but no response. Then they attacked a town. A small town, I'll admit, but nevertheless a town of people. People who died.
I never heard about that, sir.
Well, it was covered up by the
Nevertheless,
higher
a town of
echelon.
people.
Take any fire,
Died.
any earthquake, any major disaster. Then wonder. Flying saucers, Captain, are still a rumor. Officially.
Looks like we beat them off again, sir.
What do they want? Where are they from?
looks,
Where are they going?
looks like we beat them off again, sir.
They, sir?
Things that didn't
Who?
age well.
Well, this is a training maneuver, sir. We only did a little practice firing at the clouds.
We beat off the aliens.
Yeah. I wonder what their
Oh,
next
shit.
move will be.
What will their next move be?
It's taking that other guy a little while to park.
These the aliens?
Your space commander has returned from Earth.
Did he just hit him with the
Send him
Wakanda forever?
We're back from Earth.
You have your
They
report?
did. They fucking.
We had to pull in
absolutely
here to
did.
Space Station 7 for regeneration. We're returning to the planet Earth immediately thereafter.
What progress has been made?
We contacted government officials. They refuse our existence.
What plan will you follow now?
Plan
Plan
9.
9, motherfuckers.
It's been absolutely impossible to work through these Earth creatures. Their soul is too controlled.
Plan 9. Ah, yes. Plan 9 deals with the resurrection of the dead. Long-distance electrode shot into the pineal
Oh, shit.
pituitary glands of recent dead.
What happened?
Have you attempted any of this plan as yet?
There we go.
Yes, Excellency.
How successful has it been?
We have risen 2 so far. We shall be just as successful on more.
The living They have no suspicion of your movements?
We had to dispose of one policeman. However, none of those risen have been seen. At least not by anyone who still remains alive.
It's too bad it must be handled this way. But it must.
But it must.
Those who we take from the grave will lead the way for our other operations.
Yes, Excellency.
Continue on. Report to me in 2 Earth days.
Report to me in 2 Earth days because we go by Earth
wouldn't take our report as well.
Well, had he been dealing with our own people, his reaction would have been completely different. He understands the difficulties of the Earth race.
What do you think will be the next obstacle the Earth people will put in our way?
Well, as long as they can think, we'll have our problems. But those whom we're using cannot think. They are the dead, brought to a simulated life by our electrode guns. You know, it's an interesting thing when you consider the Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot, the dead. Well, our ship should be regenerated. We better get started.
Yeah, you better get started, buddy.
I love it. Oh, shit.
Like, use the fishing wire.
What fishing wire?
You got lunch plans?
You got lunch plans?
New Pizza
can
Hut
now.
melts, just $6.99.
You can check out Pizza Hut.
That face or law, no
Melts,
matter what happens, we are with them every step of the way.
Pizza
Right.
Hut sponsored
Promo code Chase and
Shep.
Shep.
Thank you, Pizza Hut.
Thanks, Pizza Hut, for those
For
messages.
putting on
And
this hell
being
of a
face or
Halloween.
law as well.
I still think you ought to go in town and stay with your mother until I get back.
This is our home, and nothing's going to take me from it. Besides, most men try and keep their wives from going home to Mama.
That's not the point.
That's all the point there's going to
not
be.
the point.
Now toddle off and fly your flying machine, darling. But if you see any more flying saucers, will you tell them to pick another house to buzz? Be careful. Don't worry
Is this what
about
Independence
me.
Day was based on?
Oh, you're the only thing I do
I think
worry
so.
about. Oh,
It
forget
feels
about
like
the
it.
flying saucers. They're up there. But there's something in that cemetery. And that's too close for comfort.
The saucers are up there, and the cemetery's out there. But I'll be locked up in there. Now,
And where?
off to your wild blue yonders.
You promise you'll lock your doors immediately?
I promise. Besides, I'll be in bed before half an hour is gone, with your pillow beside me.
My pillow?
Well, I have to have something to keep me company while you're away.
Oh.
Sometimes in the night when it does get a little lonely, I reach over and touch it.
It's kind of scandalous.
Then it doesn't seem so lonely anymore.
Touch your pillow.
A crazy kid.
I can't.
I do love you, darling.
I do love you, darling.
See you Thursday.
Goodbye, honey.
Is that a steering wheel?
Where?
In his hand.
You know
With
I'm
the
not
plane?
leaving here until you lock
That's what
safely
that
inside.
shit looked like they
All
had
right,
there.
darling.
It's funny. It's like a carrying case for tacos.
Pretty much a good size. You could fit like 3 of them in there.
If you're especially nice, I may even lock the side door.
And be sure you keep the yard
What's that
lights
supposed to mean? Why does everybody get in on the opposite side? The cop was doing that. Now him.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
See, it's just his back. It's just his little pack turned upside down.
You're mighty silent this trip, Jeff. You haven't spoken 10 words since takeoff.
I guess I'm preoccupied, Danny.
We've got 33
You haven't
passengers
touched
back
the
there
wheel
that
in
have time to be
miles.
preoccupied. Flying this flybird doesn't give you that opportunity.
I guess you're right, Danny.
Paula,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong between you two.
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just that I'm worried, she being there alone and those strange things flying over the house and those incidents in the graveyard these past few days. It's just got me worried.
Well, maybe they haven't figured out those crazy skybirds yet, but I'd give you 50 to 1 odds the police have cleared up that cemetery thing by now.
I hope so.
If you're really that worried, Jeff, why don't you radio in and find out? Mac should be on duty at the field by now. He could call Paul and relay the message to you.
Hi, Edie.
Hi, Silence. I haven't heard a word from this end of the plane since we left the field.
I've just been giving himself and me a study in silence.
The boys aren't feuding.
No, Edie, nothing like that.
Hey, Edie, how about you and me balling it up in Albuquerque?
Albuquerque, have you read that flight schedule, boy?
What about it?
We land in Albuquerque at 4 a.m. That's strictly a 9 o'clock town.
Well, I know a friend that'll help us.
Let's have the problem first. Huh, Danny?
Oh, he's worried about Paula.
I read about that cemetery business.
What was
I
that?
tried to get you kids not to buy too near
cut?
those things.
Did it cut to different
If
like
there's not
part?
enough as it is.
Okay,
You
they
thought it'd
cut
be
that
quiet
out.
and
Cut that,
peaceful
cut
there.
that, cut that.
No doubt about that. It's quite all right, like a tomb. I'm sorry, Jeff. That was a bad joke. Say, I almost forgot what I came in here for. How's the coffee situation?
That's for me.
It sure wouldn't hurt a thing, Edie.
Okay, be right back. And say, Jeff, make that call to Mac.
Nah, not only she throw cold water on my Albuquerque plan, but now she's repeating herself. How about that Albuquerque ball?
I can't resist your charm, Danny boy.
Oh, Danny boy.
Residents near the cemetery paid little attention to the blast of thunder and the flash of lightning. But from the blast arose the moving figure of the dead old man.
Dracula.
It does look like Dracula. He acts like him too. Oh, here they come. Who's it gonna be? Who's our next sponsor?
Rolling out the fall flavors.
Fucking Aldi's.
It's an Aldi thing.
Chase Shep,
Vistaprint
it's
has
an Aldi
everything you
thing.
need to prep your business for the holiday season.
Vistaprint.
That's why we print signs.
For the holidays.
Mr. Print is printing some Chase and Shep stuff up for us. Thanks, boys.
Thanks. Thank you to Vistaprint and Aldi.
Hello?
Making our Halloween dreams come true.
Mac? Well, hi, Mac. Sure, I'm all right. I just fell asleep. Tell Jeff I'm all right.
Oh no, Dracula!
Okay, Mac. Thanks for calling.
She didn't lock that
Good night.
fucking side door. She's being sassy,
She was being sassy.
and now she's paying the price.
That's right.
Kills.
Gonna get ate up.
She's very chill about a guy being in her bedroom. And now she's in the cemetery? Yeah, that's awful close.
Oh, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, it's pretty damn close.
We got now Wolfman.
like some shit like this? That's my question. Maybe next Halloween.
That's the first zombie-looking guy, at least.
He's struggling to get out, and it like cuts to him like completely out of the thing. He's like, God damn it.
I like how he just got a couple cuts on his face. That's about it.
He died a mostly peaceful death. Turn off all ads now.
I'd love to.
How many more times do you think this will happen in the next
40 minutes?
Mrs. Trent! Mrs. Trent! What's wrong?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
These guys don't put up much of a chase.
I just laughed that it's like he's going from like sunny field, dark graveyard, sunny field. It's like pick a side, guys. Back out in the dark graveyard.
You don't know. There could just be a really bright moon. We've had that problem before.
Back in daylight. Pretty sure that was the shot we had beforehand of him. Okay, now it's back at nighttime.
You got it, dude. You got it down pat.
They'll be at the hatch in a moment. You can
Fuck
open
are
it
these
now,
guys
Donna.
at? This ain't the inside of the ship.
It's gotta be.
No.
Why does it look like a fucking like break room at a warehouse?
Turn off the electrodes quickly. They can't tell us from anyone else.
Turn them off.
I like that they're just still standing up. Shut them down.
Besides him.
Yeah, that's odd.
Why would they let their little building be
tough
that
to
easy
find
to get
something. You
inside?
don't know what you're
if
looking
they know
for.
they could
I don't
just
think
let
the
it?
lieutenant does either. Then what are we doing out here?
Makes no sense.
I was off duty an hour ago.
Oh, don't ask me any questions. I'm just a hard hand just like you.
Coming on to House of Dragon,
God damn
it's
you,
overwhelming
HBO
at first, but I love it.
And your fucking
Alison
dragons.
Unless we can get some Chase and Shep.
whatever it was, it's no more strange
Right.
than the other things
On
happening around
HBO
the
Max here
cemetery.
soon. That'd be nice.
Spirits like old Farmer Caller talked about.
Well, maybe.
Warner Brothers, hit us up.
The only spirits he saw tonight were those I smelled on his breath.
Well, don't forget, Miss Trent claims to have seen them, too. She didn't have anything on her breath.
She was hysterical.
True, she was frightened and in a state of shock. But don't forget that torn nightgown and the scratched feet.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Guess that's why you're a detective lieutenant and I'm still a uniformed cop.
Sometimes it's only the brakes, Larry. Meantime, let's get going.
Lieutenant, did you hear that?
How could we help it?
It sure was strange. Know what it was?
No more than you do.
Went for orders. I get out of here right now.
It was a saucer.
A flying saucer?
Makes you say that.
Remember the noise we heard the other night?
We were knocked to the ground. How could I forget?
Exactly. But you're not remembering that sound.
There you're wrong, Lieutenant. I'm with the fact the sound is similar, but what about the blinding light?
Well, haven't you heard? And many times the saucer hasn't had a glow. Or a light of any kind, for that matter.
That proves it. What next, Lieutenant?
Oh, Lieutenant, maybe this doesn't mean much, but Jamie Mee found a grave that looks like it's been busted into.
What? Where?
Why, what?
Come on, man, out with it. We haven't got all day to waste.
Oh, just over there beyond the crib.
All right, show us the way.
Show us the way.
Look, here it is, Lieutenant.
It's been broken into, all right.
Strange. If someone had broken in, the dirt should be piled up here somewhere. It looks like it's fallen into the grave.
Larry, you'll be out of that uniform before you know it.
Do we have the right to look down there, Lieutenant?
Technically, no.
No?
Well, this spot looks familiar, though. We shouldn't investigate any further without the permission of next of kin.
Let's go get it.
How? I see what you mean. The gravestone's down there.
Well, let's go down and find out whose grave it is.
How?
By going down and finding out.
Are you sure you mean that, Lieutenant?
If I didn't mean it, I wouldn't have said it. Scared?
Well, why do I always get hooked up with these spook details? Monsters, graves, bodies. Oh, all right. Casket's here, but nobody's in it.
Can you read the name on the casket?
It's too dark. Give me a flashlight.
How about a match?
We sure could try it. Let me have them.
Okay.
Sure could try it.
It's Inspector Clay's grave, but he ain't in it.
But meanwhile, at the Pentagon in Washington, D.C.,
Right, G2. Come in. Yes, of course. I'll keep in touch. Come in, Colonel Edwards. Close the door. At ease, Colonel. Thank you, sir. Sit down. I understand, Colonel, you've been on tap for many of our saucer attacks.
I'm in charge of field operations, sir.
You believe there are such things as flying saucers, Colonel?
Yes, sir.
You've seen them?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You realize there's a government directive stating that there is no such thing as a flying saucer?
Yes, sir.
You stand by your statement that you've seen flying saucers?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Oh.
yes, sir.
There it is. There it is.
In a court-martial, admitting this against direct orders.
General Roberts, may I speak freely?
You may.
How could I hope to hold down my command if I didn't believe in what I saw and shot at?
I like you, Colonel.
Thank you, sir.
There are flying saucers.
He saw it. He fucking quadruple checked.
No doubt they are in our
to make sure
skies.
he was seeing it.
They've been there for
Yes,
some
sir.
time.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What are
sir.
we going
Yes,
to do
sir.
about
Yes,
them?
sir. Yes, sir.
Who knows?
Then they really are there.
I thought
Yes,
you
sir.
were
I
convinced
feel
of
like
that.
this guy's got like
I
weird
am.
ticks.
We've had contact with them.
Contact? How?
Got to do everything
Radio.
like 5 times.
They speak our language?
Well, not quite. We received messages from their spaceships. For a while, it came in as just a lot of jumbled noise.
And now, sir?
Bullshit.
Well, since they first tried contact with us by radio, we've developed a language computer, a machine that breaks down any language to our own.
General, what's this all got to do with me?
Well, you've been in charge of saucer field activity for a long while. I think it's about time you heard these recordings. You mind?
Mind? Huh, I'm anxious.
Get your wins where you can.
Hell yeah.
When you Lego with
Because Chase
Echo.
and Shep love
Thank you.
Lego waffles.
We do. Slathered in syrup.
We also...
Doc Martens are pretty cool.
You docs.
Space soldier from a planet
You
of your
got Chase and
galaxy.
Shep Doc Martin mashup
I fully
comes.
realize our language differences. However,
Summer Camp
I
Special
also know you
Editions.
finally have perfected the dictoroboter, or as you on Earth call it, the language computer. So you can now understand that which I speak. Since the beginning of your time, we have been far beyond your planet. It has taken you centuries to even grasp what we developed eons of your years ago. Do you still believe it impossible we exist? You didn't actually think you were the only inhabited planet in the universe. How can any race be so stupid? Permit me to set your mind at ease. We do not want to conquer your planet, only save it. We could have destroyed it long ago if that had been our aim. Our principal purpose is friendly. I admit we have had to take certain means which you might refer to as criminal. But that is because of your big guns, which have destroyed some of our representatives. If you persist in denying us our landings, then we must only accept that you do not want us on friendly terms. We then have no alternative but to destroy you before you destroy us. With your ancient juvenile minds, you have developed explosives too fast for your minds to conceive what you are doing. You are on the verge of destroying the entire universe. We are a part of that universe. This is our last.
That's the end of that one. Atmospheric conditions in outer space often interfere with transmitting.
How many of these recordings do you have, General?
An even dozen up to now. This was the last one. We received it over a month ago.
You think they mean business?
We can't afford to take any chances. Come over here. You ever been to Hollywood?
Oh, a couple of times, a few years ago.
You're going to be there in the morning. Just a few minutes from Hollywood, in the town of San Fernando, reports have come in of saucers flying so low the exhaust knocked people to the ground. There have even been stated claims of saucer landings. Major Carlson will replace you while you're out there. You're the best man for the job of attempting to contact them. Find them, Colonel. See what in hell it is they want.
All right, sir.
All right, sir. Sir.
These are confidential reports, Colonel. Read them over carefully on the plane. Turn them over to intelligence when you get to Los Angeles. They'll have further orders for disposition.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Colonel Edwards?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's how the military goes, though. You talk to somebody above you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh-huh. No, sir. Yes, sir. Can confirm. We got it forever.
We are ready to report, Excellency.
You are many days late.
It was unavoidable. We tried to transmit via televisor, but atmospheric conditions made transmission impossible.
You should have transmitted as soon as conditions permitted.
I thought time was of the essence. Suspicion has fallen upon our movements. Our ships have been viewed near the point of operations.
And what has this added time gained, Eros?
We have successfully risen 3 of the dead ones.
Permit me to see one.
Bring in the big one. Use your small electrode gun.
Bring in the big one.
I have taken 2 ships from your command.
But that will leave only my ship.
It is necessary that you continue your mission alone. I have need of your other ships elsewhere. Even though you have risen 3 of the Earth's dead, the plan is far from successful. And you, Eros, must prove it an operational success before more time, energy, ships, and your countrymen may be spent on it.
We will not fail. Everything is on our side.
Not
I like
everything.
his little medieval shield that's on his fucking chest.
Earth people.
What the fuck is that?
You reported that your ship was viewed at the scene of your present operations.
That is correct.
They have been viewed many times, but not at the scene of operations. Something must be done about that.
Stop him, Tanner. He's close enough. Turn off your electrode gun. No! No! Stop him, Tanner!
I can't get it. It's jammed.
Stop him, you fool!
Drop the gun to the floor, Tanner. The metal will break contact.
Heart-pounding design.
Heart-pounding indeed.
Courageous performance.
It's a nice, it's an
It's a
okay
Lexus.
car.
Never
If you like that stuff,
You know, if you like that kind of thing, get a Lexus.
get one.
It's
Dude, you drinking
amazing.
queso?
It's an amazing experience.
Steve, you got a problem, bro.
It's not crazy. It's Moe's queso.
Moe's queso.
Yeah, everybody loves some queso.
Goes well with some chips.
That was
and
too
Tostitos.
close.
Yes.
Promo code Chase Shep.
Bring the giant here that I may
Hit up
get a
promo
better
code
look.
Chase and Shep, and you might get 20% off.
You might.
You might get nothing.
No promises.
So do the
Yes,
zombies
fine.
threaten with the gun? They're
Are
like,
they
oh
all as
shit.
powerful on planet Earth?
Honestly, I
This
don't
one
know.
is an exception, Excellency.
What are the other 2 like?
One is a woman, the other an old man.
An old man, you say?
Yes, Excellency.
This fucking guy.
This gives me a plan. Put the big one away.
Pick up your electrode gun. Make sure it's in working order before pointing it at him.
Whatever made it jam seems to have been cleared by the fall.
Take him back to the ship.
The old one must be sacrificed. Reland on Earth.
Sacrificed.
Send the old one to enter a dwelling. Then cut the electrokinetic and turn on your ship's decomposure ray. The result will astound those watching. Astound them enough to delay their intention until you have gained your other recruits from the cemetery.
Yes, Excellency. It'll be done.
Report to me when this has been accomplished.
Yes, Excellency. It's another way to say yes, sir.
Right.
Eros,
Not the same
the Earth
thing.
people are getting closer to that which we fear. Since they will not listen or respect our existence, they cannot help but believe our powers when they see their own dead walking round again, brought about by our advancement and such things. As soon as you have enough of the dead recruits, march them on the capitals of the earth. Let nothing stand in your way. Their own dead will be used to make them accept our existence and believe in that fact.
Whatever.
Right.
You guys going back out to the cemetery? They always be going out to the cemetery, it seems like.
Remove all these ads. Just do it already. Remove the ads.
Mr.
That's
Strand,
the pilot.
this is Colonel Edwards from Washington, D.C.
Good evening, Colonel.
Hello, Colonel. Colonel would like to ask you a few questions. Questions? What about, Colonel?
May I
Sit down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please do.
I want to ask you about your strange experience the other night when you saw the flying saucer.
After that, the police brought me home. I hope I never see such a sight again.
Well, after your description, I don't think I'd want to see it either. One thing more. After you were forced to the ground by that blast of wind, was it a hot or cold blast?
It's kind of hard to explain. Wasn't hot, wasn't cold. It was just a terrific force. We couldn't get off the ground.
The light blinded me so badly, I couldn't see a thing. We could only feel the pressure of the wind until it was gone. When the glare left us, we could see a glowing ball disappearing off in the distance,
Which way?
toward the cemetery.
Oh, here's Dracula.
I feel like this
the most
motherfucker's just been
fantastic
wandering
story
around
I've
the
ever
cemetery for the past hour.
Every word of it's true, too.
That's the fantastic part of it.
Colonel, we found a lot of suspicious things out in that cemetery. Then again, didn't find anything to base a fact or suspicion on.
Yeah, our
Hey, you
our
hear
Halloween
anything?
thing's like a fourth of this thing's time and like 5 times the action, I feel like.
You see anything out there, Kelton?
Too dark, Lieutenant. But something started stinking awful bad.
Something started stinking awful bad.
There's something out there.
By all means, let's all just sit on the patio.
He's just posing.
Like, where's this cop parked at?
Shoot him. Say something.
I can't.
Something. Why would you just point your gun?
Fucking hit him with the devil chop, dude. Dracula chopped that motherfucker.
What?
Jonely?
He's Jonely Bonelys?
What do you make of that?
She got me. Didn't look that way a minute ago.
What about your man?
Oh, the excitement I forgot all about, Kelton.
Oh,
he'll be all
who's
right.
he gonna be? Who's sponsoring us next?
Introducing the first
Yeah,
ever
that's right.
Sierra EV Denali.
GMC.
It is the Denali of EVs.
It might seem wrong to promote GMC and
Chocolatey
Lexus,
dipped
but
flakes and crunchy real almonds.
That's okay, not the
Dual
drug, the
delicious.
cereal.
that's right.
Did you see that thing? Did you get it?
We got it.
What was it? It didn't fall. I fired every bullet I had.
So did I. I don't
That's
know what
what
it
he
was
is.
or what
That's
happened.
okay. We've
But unless that
we
bag
all
of
saw
bones
it.
over there can reassemble
I
itself,
did too.
it's out of the running now.
What was it?
I love that they come back to the same
Colonel,
like
I've been out here so
location.
often you think
over
I've
and
taken
over
a
again.
lease on this place.
Not a long lease, I hope.
I see what
They
you
had like
mean.
5 sets.
No, I can't help but feel the answers out here somewhere.
Is the girl safe?
Mrs. Trent, you better stay with the car.
Stay here alone? Not on your life.
Modern women.
Yeah, they've been that way all down through the ages, especially in a spot like this.
Calvin. Yes, sir. Stay with Mrs. Trent.
All right, Lieutenant.
Now, you stay close to the officer, honey.
I'd feel safer with you.
Now, the lieutenant knows best.
Oh, I don't like it, but I guess there isn't much I can do about it.
You have a gun?
No.
You know how to use one?
After 4 years in the Marine Corps?
Here.
You think we'll
So,
need these?
was that a yes?
Never tell. Let's get going.
I would assume so.
God, I hope so. Not that it matters from what we just saw.
Let's smoke a cigarette and wait.
Y'all go ahead without me.
What do you expect to find out here?
Well, there's only one answer to that, Mr. Trent. We'll know when we find it. Inspector Clay's grave right over here.
Is that the one you told me was broken into?
Yes.
This guy just loves posing on that squad car.
This it?
Yeah.
Looks to me like someone had broken out instead of in.
I figured that, but that's impossible. Look, Colonel, some things just can't happen.
Yeah, well, after that apparition that was
Some
draped
things
across
just
the
can't
front
happen.
patio, I would say we should keep our minds open to anything.
Look, Colonel, I'm a policeman. I've got to deal in facts. But I guess I'll have to go along with you. You know, I'll bet my badge right now we haven't seen the last of those weirdies.
Weirdies.
Okay.
They'll discover our ship soon.
You going to let them find us?
It's the only way. These are the same men who have been so close so often. They must be halted before they can inform others about us.
But there were others in the car.
They'll be taken too. Send the big one for the girl and the policeman. I'll turn on the dictal robotary so we may converse with them.
You know, maybe we're barking up the wrong tree.
One thing a policeman learns, Mr. Trent, is patience.
Where's that burn spot you mentioned?
Right over there. Look. We'll investigate, but move carefully.
Look, there's a glow. And he's just like, I'll just casually walk up like, what's up?
Give him the chops. Slapped him down. Gotta love the lack of fight in everybody in this movie.
Slowly passed out.
Right, has plenty of time to run. They're just like, oh
A moment
no,
or two more.
oh no, no,
And you
no,
will be
no.
the first live Earth people
Oh.
ever to enter a celestial ship.
Wow. Boy, how can anything that big hide for so long a time?
Never heard metal sound like that before.
What do you see? Only my reflection. Must be some kind of one-way glass.
I wonder how you get into this thing.
I'm not sure I want to find out.
They're just outside. You can open the outer hatch now.
Look out!
You going in that thing? That's what we're here for. I don't know.
That's
The
what
way
we're
they
here
get
for.
around, we might just get in there and off it
Go
goes.
on in.
That's a chance we take.
Well, I took a chance on those earlier airplanes. Might just as well see what the inside of one of these looks like. Got your guns ready?
I'll tell you one thing. If a little green man pops out of me, I'm shooting first and asking questions later.
The old Ash Williams approach. I fuck with it. Shoot first, think later.
They're in the outer chamber now. Eros, do we have to kill them?
Yes.
Seems such a waste.
Well, wouldn't it be better to kill a few now than, with their meddling, permit them to destroy the entire universe?
You're always right, Eros.
Of course. But those are not my words. Those are the words of the ruler.
Now, you two stay right where you're at.
We will do as you command.
They did.
For the moment.
Didn't
No,
move a
for the
fucking
moment
muscle.
about it. You just do as I tell you.
There's no for the moment about it.
Y'all stay right where you are.
You do not need guns.
Maybe we think we do.
Tell us twice.
They would be of no use to you now.
They've been mighty useful before on flesh and blood. And you two look like you've got a lot of both.
True, they would be effective upon us. If you were to have the opportunity to use them.
Mister, if you don't get away from that control board, I'll show you just how effective they can be.
Shall we talk now or wait? Your friends will be here shortly.
What friends?
Those you left at the vehicle.
If you've done anything to Paula...
Take it easy, Mr. Trent. Oh, I assure you no harm has come to her. Would you like to see?
Next time you try that, I won't aim at the board.
You're a headstrong young man. I was only going to turn on the televisor so you could see her movements.
Go ahead, my friend, but move very carefully.
It's like, wouldn't he have just destroyed it?
But why is she knocked out, though?
Because she passed out.
You fiend.
I? A fiend? I am a soldier of our planet. I? A fiend? We did not come here as enemies. We came only with friendly intentions. To talk. Ask your aid.
A fiend?
Our aid? Yes. Your aid for the whole universe. But your governments of Earth refused even to accept our existence. Even though you've seen us, heard our messages, you still refuse to accept us.
Why
is it going that you want to contact the governments of our Earth? Because of death.
Oh, fuck.
Because all you of Earth are idiots.
Now, you just hold on, Buster.
No, you hold on. First was your firecracker, a harmless explosive. Then your hand grenade. They began to kill your own people a few at a time. Then the bomb. Then a larger bomb. Many people are killed at one time. Then your scientists stumbled upon the atom bomb. Split the atom. Then the hydrogen bomb, where you actually explode the air itself. Now it brings the total destruction of the entire universe served by our sun. The only explosion left is the solar night.
But there's no such thing.
Perhaps to you, but we've known it for centuries. Your scientists will stumble upon it as they have all the others. But the juvenile minds which you possess
The Solarmanite.
comprehend its strength
Right,
until it's too late.
You're way above our heads.
The solarmanite is a way to explode the actual particles of sunlight.
Why, that's impossible.
Even now, your scientists are working on a way to harness the sun's rays. The rays of sunlight are minute particles. Is it so far from your imagination they cannot do as I have suggested?
Why, a particle of sunlight can't even be seen or measured.
Can you see or measure an atom? Yet you can explode one. A ray of sunlight is made up of many atoms.
So what if we do develop this solanite bomb? We'd be even a stronger nation than now.
Stronger. You see? You see? Your stupid minds. Stupid! Stupid!
That's all I'm taking from you.
Get back here, you fool! Let him finish.
Pimp slap.
Oh, got him good.
It's because of men like you that all must be destroyed. Headstrong, violent, no use of the mind God gave you.
You talk of God?
You also think it impossible that we too might think of God? You, who wear the uniform of your country, you see.
What statement are they trying to make?
I wear the uniform of my country. Yes, we've had to use drastic means to get to you, but you left us no alternative. When you have the soul of a night, you have nothing. Nor does the universe.
You speak of solar night, but just what is it?
Take a can of your gasoline.
Making up
Say,
fucking words.
This can of gasoline is the sun. Now, you spread a thin line of it to a ball, representing the earth. Now, the gasoline represents the sunlight, the sun particles. Here we saturate the ball with the gasoline, the sunlight. Then we put a
How
flame.
long are they going to spin on the? It's like, guy, it's just
Speedily travel around
light
the earth,
particles.
back along the line of gasoline to the can or the sun itself. It will explode this source and spread to every place that gasoline, our sunlight, touches. Explode the sunlight here, gentlemen. You explode the universe. Explode the sunlight here, and a chain reaction will occur direct to the sun itself and to all the planets that sunlight touches.
Oh.
To every planet in the universe.
Everything the light touches
This is why you
will
must
be
be
yours to
stopped.
destroy.
This is why any means must be used to stop you. In a friendly manner, or as it seems, you want it. He's mad.
Mad? Is it mad that you destroy other people to save yourselves? You have done this. Is it mad that one country must destroy another to save themselves?
A fiend?
Done this. How then is it mad that one
I want that
planet
on a
must
shirt.
destroy another who threatens the very existence? That's enough!
I feel like this is what happens anytime
In
a
my
woman
land,
talks in this
women
movie.
are for advancing the race, not for
They're
fighting
like, get in the
man's
car.
battle.
Shut up and get in the car.
Life is not so expensive on my planet.
This guy.
We don't cling to
My
it.
women are for the race, not
Our
for
entire
the men's
aim
battle.
is for the development of
This
our
guy wants to
planet.
punch him.
I got beat real bad.
I got karate chopped on my shoulders
Real bad.
by the old sergeant.
What happened to you?
How come you're all alone? I asked for lots
Built
of
like a
help.
brick shit
Sounded
house he
drunk or
was.
something on the radio.
If I didn't see it with my own eyes, I'd never believe it.
Believe what?
It was horrible. And he almost broke my shoulder.
Look, what are you trying to say? If you don't make sense, we'll never get to the bottom of this. Now, who slugged you?
Inspector Clay.
What?
It was Clay, all right. Only not like we remembered him. Well, his way was busted into, wasn't it?
Next, you'll tell me you saw skeletons.
We did, earlier.
Now I know you're off your rocker.
All of us saw it. The lieutenant, the colonel, everybody.
Where's the lieutenant now?
We got
Oh,
to find
I
her.
don't like that
Mrs.
from
Trent is
Ryan.
gone. I was left here to guard her. But Clay showed up and put me out of the running. And the second time tonight, and I'm getting darn tired of it.
Which way were they going?
Off that way.
Come on.
Then one day it could all be gone. One big puff of smoke and ball of fire.
He's still going on about
All
this?
that out there. The stars, the planets. All
Seems
just
he is.
empty void.
God.
You two had better come along with us.
Come with you? Where?
The police station.
So it seems you think you have the upper hand. Look out that window.
We're flying. Oh.
Jeff.
Jeff, this one's on you. It's your wife.
She is unarmed, but he would kill in seconds if I so choose.
Holy cow! Look there.
It's Clay, all right. There's no mistaking that.
And he's got Mrs. Trent.
Get your gun ready.
From all I've seen tonight, guns won't do any good. Clay is dead, and we buried him. How are we going to kill somebody that's already dead? Dead! And yet there he stands. That other one earlier, I emptied a full clip into.
I'm seeing it. That's the only reason I'm listening to you. Look, I've got an idea. Hurt him or not, we've got to try something. I'm going to sneak up behind him and whop him over the head.
Whop
him. That ought to make a move. Follow me. Even when Clay was alive, he couldn't run fast enough to catch me. So when he does, you grab Mrs. Trent and run like lightning in the opposite direction.
Oh, you think it'll work?
Know of anything else to try?
Bopped him.
Oh, I'll be all right. Take care of the others.
Your men have felled the big one.
Her mouth wasn't even moving.
This could only happen because the electrode ray is off.
It's like at the end of Easter Sunday when I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Right
My mouth's not even moving.
Suppose the lieutenant and the others are in that thing.
Well, supposing they're Martians or something in there.
Come on, let's go. Open up in there. Open up. Get that door open. Colonel, I wouldn't know one switch from another.
Hold on to him, Eros. I'll have the ship in the air in a minute.
Just hit every button. Hit all the switches.
Get out of here, Jeff. The ship's on fire.
Oh, I wonder if that's the last we'll see of them.
Perhaps. But sooner or later, there'll be others.
Look!
Have they caught that woman? That thing yet?
That's right. There's another ghoul running loose. And it's my guess that she'll look like him. With the ship and the ray gun gone, they have no control. We gotta hand it to them, though. They're far ahead of us.
My friend, you have seen this incident based on sworn testimony. Can you prove that it didn't happen?
Yeah.
Perhaps on your way home, someone will pass you in the dark, and you will never know it, for they will be from outer space. Many scientists believe that another world is watching us this moment. We once laughed at the horseless carriage, the airplane, the telephone, the electric light, vitamins, radio, and even television. And now some of us laugh at outer space. God help us in the future.
God help us in the future.
Excellent. Beautiful.
There you have it, folks. There's the Plan 9. It didn't succeed. Didn't succeed for them.
You know, 1959, there wasn't a whole lot of movies yet, you know? So, like, the worst one ever, I don't know about that, you know? But it wasn't great.
It was pretty lame. I'll give them that. It was pretty lame. I can say I watched it now, at least.
It made me want to rewatch the Tim Burton movie about the guy who made this, Ed Wood.
Yeah.
Because it's an interesting story. I remember really liking that movie.
Yeah.
The story behind it is intriguing, but now that I've seen it,
Yeah.
Maybe we should have watched it in Technicolor. Maybe that
Maybe
really
it would have been a little better.
made the difference.
Could have. I
It
don't
was
know.
no like Troll 2. I don't know if you ever saw Troll 2.
No. But it was a nice little way to have a nice little Halloween closer here on
Absolutely.
on the Monstrous Monday. It's been fun doing Monstrous Monday this month, and I'm sad to see spooky season go, but we're gonna get into some fun. So
Absolutely. And spooky season never really dies.
No.
You know, you got to slay on.
you
So,
do gotta slay on.
But I guess that's it. We're going to close out October. If you're ever wanting to get back in the spooky mood, you know where to find everything. ChaseandShep.com.
Most definitely.
Over at the YouTube, you can check out Hell of a Halloween. You still got at least 2 hours left of Halloween. So get it in.
2 hours till we have to return to our crypts and wait until next year. So
Right. And then we'll celebrate Day of the Dead tomorrow.
yes. And check out Humbly G Johnny Cash drops tomorrow.
That's right.
Cashed in the club. So
Yes, indeedy. All right.
Smooches and
Halloween.
deuces. Happy Halloween. Don't get possessed.